Good evening, students. Let us start from question number 22 in this class. Two circles intersect at P and Q. Through P, diameters PA and PB of the two circles are drawn. Show that the points A, Q, B are collinear. What we mean by collinear? It should lie on the same line. These 3 points should lie on the same straight line. So first, in the sum they are given as a statement. We'll try to do it as a diagrammatic way first. Two circles intersect at P and Q. So let us draw two circles. Two circles intersect at P and Q. Now if I take the center here, this as O, and for this center O dash. Two circles intersect at P and Q. Through P, diameter PA. So diameter PA means it should pass through the center of the circle, is it not? So I draw PA. Similarly, PB is another diameter. Through the O dash, I should get another one, PB. So I have a diameter PA and PB. So the centers of the circle are O and O dash. We have to show the points A, Q, B are collinear. So when I join like this, I should show that A, Q, B lie on a same straight line. So first you have to understand the diagram. Two circles. So we have drawn two circles intersect at P and Q. Through P, diameters PA and PB. That is, the center of the circle, if you assume O and O dash, from the point P, it should pass through the center. PA is one diameter, PB is another diameter. And when we touch the circle, we have to show the points A, Q, B are collinear. Collinear means they lie on a same straight line. Okay. So now what and all is given? So first we write what is given for us. Because it's a proving statement, no? We have to write given. So we write two circles. Two circles with center O and O dash intersect. They touch each other at P and Q. Intersect each other at P and Q. Then what we have? Diameters. Then diameter PA and PB are drawn. What we have to prove? We have to prove the points. Points A, Q, B collinear. What we mean by collinear? They lie on same straight line. So we have to prove they are collinear. So what we do now? We will join the point P and Q. When I join the point PQ, this PQ is a chord for both the circle. Is a common chord, is it not? When I take this circle here, PQ is a chord for this circle also, this circle also. This chord makes an angle in semicircle. Are you able to see? This is a diameter. So when I consider the triangle PQA, this is 90 degree. Similarly, when I see with this circle with the triangle PQB, angle Q is 90 degree because for this is angle in a semicircle. Now, when I add, what is my angle Q? Angle Q is 180 degree. Okay, that is what we are going to prove now. So, proof. How we are going to do? Proof. Join PQ. Now, PQ will become common chord. Now, in triangle PQA, angle Q is 90 degree because angle in semicircle. Now this angle Q for PQA I can even write as angle of PQA is 90 degree. I'll make it as first statement. Now consider which next triangle. Consider triangle PQB. Angle Q again 90 degree. Angle in semicircle. So this angle Q is here. Angle PQB is 90 degree. Second equation. So we add now 1 and 2. Add 1 and 2. What is adding? LHS PQA plus angle PQB is equal to RHS 90 plus 90. Now you can see by diagram PQA, PQB gives us the straight line AQB, is it not? So I am going to write angle AQB equal to 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So AQB, the full angle is straight line, 180 degree. Therefore, points AQB are collinear. They lie on a same straight line. Because a straight line angle only, it will become 180 degree. Okay. Next, let us move on to next question number 23. Now next question number 23. The figure given below shows a circle with center O. So you can see here, this is a circle with center O. Given angle AOC is A. This angle is A. Angle ABC is B. Here on the circumference of the circle what you have? This angle is B. We have to find the relation between A and B. Also find the measure of angle OAB. This angle we should find if OABC is a parallelogram. Okay. Now, listen here. Seeing the diagram, you can understand angle ABC. This is angle on the circumference of the circle. So, if I take what is this angle, you know angle in the center of the circle is 360. So, this angle is 360 minus A. So, angle B will become half of 360 minus A, because we know angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference subtended. So we will write now angle ABC is half of reflex of angle COA. That is half of 360 minus A. Angle ABC is B for us. B is equal to half of 360 minus A. I'll write it as equation 1. How we are getting this? Because we know angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference subtended by the same segment. So B is equal to half of 360 minus A. This when we simplify, cross multiply. 2B will become 360 minus A. Or we can get it as A plus 2B equal to 360 degree. So this is the first option what we have to find. Find the relation between A and B. That is what we have found. A plus 2B is equal to 360 degree. So our first subdivision we have finished. Now second subdivision, find the measure of angle OAB if OABC is a parallelogram. So we write now for the second one. They have given if OABC is a parallelogram. So given if OABC is a parallelogram, we know angle AOC is equal to angle ABC because opposite angles are equal. AOC is A is equal to B. Now, What is B for us? You can see in our first part, B is equal to half of 360 minus A. We will substitute here. So I can write now, A is equal to, B is half of 360 minus A. From where I got? From first equation we got it. So we simplify. 2A is equal to 360 minus A. Simplify. A minus A will come this side as 2A plus A is equal to 360. 3A is equal to 360. A will become 120. When A is 120, B is also 120 because B is equal to so B is also equal to 120 because A is equal to B we have it. So when we got A is 120, we are rewriting B is also 120. And then it is a parallelogram, no? So we know also angle OAB plus angle ABC equal to 180 degree. What is that? Adjacent angles in parallelograms are supplementary. Adjacent angles in parallelogram are supplementary, 180 degree. Now in this, angle OAB, and this one we got it right, angle OAB, ABC is B, 180 degree. So what is angle OAB? OAB plus B we got it as 120, we substitute, equal to 180. So angle OAB will become 60 degree. This is what we should find. They have asked you, find the measure of angle OAB. Now find the measure of angle OAB if OABC is a parallelogram. So we found by using the parallelogram property, adjacent angles in parallelogram are supplementary. In that we substitute the value and find the angle OAB equal to 60 degree. Now let us move on to question number 24. Two chords AB and CD intersect at P inside the circle. Prove that sum of the angles subtended by the arc AC and BD at the center O is equal to twice the angle ABC. So now first we will draw the diagram. They have given two chords AB and CD intersect at P inside the circle. So if I draw a circle, I have two chords CD and there is one more chord AB which intersect at P. Now this is center of the circle O. Now if I join with this, no, OA is radius, OD is radius, O to B is radius, O to C is radius. Okay, I am getting a diagram like this. So it's nothing, very simple. Diagram looks little bit complicated, but when you draw, it's given AB and CD intersect at point P inside the circle. Then we join all the points with center O so that you can find it now by seeing the diagram. OA equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD because all are radius of circle. Now we will do the sum. Now what is given? AB, CD chords intersect at P. And we have OA, OB, OC, OD are radius of the circle. We have to prove angle AOC plus angle BOD is equal to twice the angle APC. Twice the angle APC. So you see the diagram. AOC, this angle, BOD, this angle should be equal to twice the angle APC. APC. For this angle, it should be twice. Are you able to understand? AOC, POD. The sum of these two angles should be twice the angle of APC. Now, what and all we have based on this? We can write by seeing the diagram. Angle AOC is 2 times angle ADC. Similarly, angle BOD is 2 times angle BAD. Why this one? Because this we know, no? Arc at the center at the remaining part of the circle. Twice the remaining part of the circle. So we write the reason. Angle at the center is double the angle at remaining part on circumference of circle. This is the reason we write AOC is equal to 2 times ADC and angle BOD is 2 times angle BAD. Now these two, if I consider as an equation, adding angle AOC plus angle BOD is equal to 2 times angle ADC plus 2 times angle BAD. I am adding LHS and RHS. Now you can see angle AOC plus angle BOD is equal to 2 is common. Angle ADC plus angle BAD. But what is ADC and BAD by seeing the diagram? So when we see in diagram of triangle PAD, exterior angle APC is equal to angle PAD plus angle ADC. But PAD is as same as angle BAD because it's an extension. We will write it as ADC. BAD plus ADC. This is our second equation. Now compare 1 and 2. By comparing 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, angle AOC plus angle BOD is twice the angle of APC. I am going to replace in the first equation ADC plus BAD as, from the second equation it is exterior angle APC. That exterior I am writing because of the triangle PAD. That exterior angle APC gives you sum of interior opposite angle. So it is angle AOC plus BOD is 2 times angle APC. This is what we should prove for this. So the sum, the diagram looks like for you a bit confusing, but once if you try to draw it, a circle and 2 chords AB and CD which intersect at P, and you join all the points with center O, so you get everything as radius of the circle. Then you use the property angle at the center is double the angle at the remaining part of circumference of a circle. Then in that, when you add LHS and RHS and you get in triangle APD, the exterior angle of P at P is the sum of interior opposite angle. So that interior opposite angle in the first equation, it is an RHS. So that one we replace it by that angle APC, so that you get angle AOC plus angle BOD is 2 times angle APC, which we have to prove it. Now in question number 25, in the given figure, RS is a diameter of a circle. You can see here, RS is diameter of the circle. NM is parallel to diameter RS. And MRS, here it is given as 29 degree. Calculate RNM and NRM. So, if I join here, RN, and MS. Now this is 29 degree. This is a diameter. So this will become 90 degree. Angle in semicircle is 90 degree. So when you find here 90 and 29, by angle sum property, this we can find 90 plus 29, 119. So 119 means this will become 61 for us. Is it not? So I can show you this angle will become 90 degree. So by angle sum property, this will become 61 degree. Now, when this is 61, what you get? RNM, this angle. This angle we will get it pair of opposite in a cyclic quadrilateral, because you can see all the 4 points lie on the circumference of a circle. So these two will become opposite angle in cyclic quadrilateral, which is supplementary. So we are going to use this and we will find this angle. Now let us start doing. So in the diagram, first what we are doing? We are joining Rn and MS. Once we joined Rn and MS, we find angle RMS is equal to 90 degree because angle in semicircle. After doing angle in semicircle, we consider triangle RMS. In triangle RMS, angle RMS plus angle MRS plus angle RSM is equal to 180 degree, angle sum property. In this now RMS we got it as 90 degree. MRS is given as 29 degree. So we have to find only angle RSM. So 90 plus 29 is 119 plus angle RSM is 180. So angle RSM will become 180 minus 119, which is 61 degree. In this now, consider RSMN cyclic quadrilateral. Is it not? All the 4 points are concyclic. It is on the circumference of the circle. Therefore, angle RNM plus angle RSM equal to 180. Why? It is opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angle in cyclic quadrilateral is 180, supplementary. RNM, angle RNM, RSM, now we have found it as 61 equal to 180. So angle RNM is 180 minus 61, which is 119 degree. So now what we have to find? For second subdivision, given NM is parallel to Rs. So what happens? Angle NMR equal to angle MRS, which is 29 degree, because it is alternate angle. Is it not? Alternate angles are equal in when the lines are parallel. So angle NMR and angle MRS are alternate angle, which is given as 29 degree. Therefore, angle NMS is what? 90 plus 29 is equal to 119. Also, angle NRS plus angle NMS equal to 180, because this looks like for you opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. So angle NRS plus angle NMS is equal to 180. Now, in triangle RNM, angle NRM plus angle RNM plus angle NMR equal to 180. Angle sum property of triangle. Now angle NRM we have to find. Angle RNM we have found as 119. And angle NMR we found it as alternate angles are equal. By here 29 degree. This is equal to 180. So angle NRM is equal to 180 minus 119 and 29. 9 plus 9, 8, 148. So angle NRM, when we subtract in 180, 148, we get it as 32 degree. This is what we should find. So angle NRM is equal to 32 degree. So similar sums what we have done today, I'll give you as homework from page 260, question number 26 to 30. The pattern we have done now in today's class and yesterday's class. Just think over. And only the 6-7 statement you have to remember. And understanding the diagram, you have to substitute like opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral is supplementary. The angle at the center subtended is double the angle on the circumference of the circle. Similarly like that, okay. So, please try to do the sums from 26 to 30. The homework is for you to understand how much you are able to reproduce your knowledge. Straight away if you go do in exam, it is difficult. So, then and there you please try to practice the homework which make you to understand better and clear the doubts if you have anything through the WhatsApp message. See you in the next class from question number 31. So please complete the homework from 26 to 30.